Welcome to LASOM Athletics. My name is Lucas and this is another SUP session. This time we are going to use a blend of stand-up paddleboarding and we are going to use this kayak. SUP and kayaking session, Baltic Sea again. Look at this amazing view. This is a beautiful park. This is life. Live your life, guys, to the fullest. Do what you want to do. Not just do whatever, just do what you really want. Look at this water. It's like a smooth surface. We out here, guys, on the Baltic Sea. Amazing SUP and kayaking session. You're probably thinking, what's that bucket right there between my legs at the bottom of my feet? Actually, I'm going to show you that in a bit. Little break right in the middle of the sea. This is what you call life, you know. Relax, meditate. You know, meditation is not all about, you know, sitting in the lotus position and, you know what I mean, trying to float underneath the carpet or something. It's a state of mind, and it's a state where you just fulfilled, you complete, you just got the complete sense of present moment, meaning that the thoughts disappeared, desires disappeared, and really you just are, just like this. Just like that sound, you just are. Okay guys, so let me show you where we actually are. Just have a look around. And again, this is the Baltic Sea. Amazing, amazing weather. And what's better to do than just connecting with the nature, being out there, enjoying the sun and being in connection with the sun, being in connection with the water, all this amazing, amazing stuff. This is absolutely beautiful. And you see, many times what's out there on the shore is a lot of noise. So when I come here and I'm away from the shore, you are feeling that deeper connection with yourself through to the deeper connection with the nature and the silence and the peace that you get from being out here. What I do recommend to all of you guys is to go out there, connect with the nature. That's right guys. So I would definitely recommend it to everybody who's looking for this moment of silence and this search for the true self. You know, this is absolutely amazing, amazing experience. And always remember, you've got the power and everything that you need within you already. So instead searching it constantly externally, let's tap in and refer here inside of us individually. Because you see, if you feel low and if you feel unimportant to this world, you are important. You know, it's the same like in a race. You see, in a race, if it's a cycling race, motorcycling race, any type of race, running, they always say that nobody remembers who comes second, who comes third, and definitely nobody remembers who comes last. So the only person that counts is the person who comes first. But this is the illusion that the people who say that or repeat saying the same thing, this is the concept that they want you to believe. But you see, that race is a form of competition. So without the person who comes second, who comes third, and who comes last, there wouldn't be a winner. So that winner is as important as the loser. So the importance of the winner and the loser. So the person who comes first and the person who comes last, it's exactly the same. There are in essence two the same people who are having individual experiences, but they're equally as much important, because if not the last one, they wouldn't be the first one to start with. So remember that and try to create your own allegories, your own associations with things, which basically bring you back to your greatest powers, which are within you. So this is especially important to live our lives to the fullest, because many times we are putting all these expectations onto ourselves, and those expectations are not coming from what we really need of who we really are. A lot of times those expectations are just the false ones, illusionary ones, which are placed upon us, and we start to think of them as of our own. So moments like this, they are absolutely amazing, and moments like this are crucial for our self-development, for our purpose of what we actually really here. So we are here to experience this greatness, and just live in a moment. And the same, maybe you've heard many times that there isn't, any future or any past, is just present. And sometimes this type of statements are kind of like overlooked, and some people, when they hear that, they don't take time to consider what that actually means, and they just refuse it. They just get angry every time they hear statements like that. But you see, what it means to me is that I'm on this canoe today, and as I'm swimming forward, so I'm paddling and moving forward, if I look back, at the moment I'm barely moving. Well, the sea is kind of moving me, so I'm floating. But when I'm at the speed and I'm paddling, I can see like a stream of water which I create behind me, a path of water which I create behind me. And just take a moment to consider what I'm going to say to you now. That path, it's the past which is getting created in a present moment. So you see, I am moving forward, but I'm creating path behind me. And for a few seconds, you can still see that path behind me as I'm paddling. So if I look back, that path will be still there after I paddle for a bit. So I am creating in the present moment the past. And a lot of us have been told that a past is something what makes us, as if they trying to underestimate, so to speak, consciously and subconsciously, the meaning of the present moment. So that's an indication for you of what the present moment is and how much of an importance it has, because then you can change your life accordingly to who you really are, and you can tap into your greatest powers and decide what you want to do, not that what somebody else wants you to do. That's been said, avoid also, and please take this only as advice, I'm not telling you off, just be careful, because sometimes people takes this too far. Just because, you know, you hear the statements that everything is for humans and so on, so on, so on, that doesn't mean that everything has to be done by humans, or just because, you know, you can do everything and anything, that doesn't mean that you have to try and do everything and anything, you know. So that's what's important. Let me show you what I've got right here in my little bucket. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Mr. Spider is here in a deep sea with me in my canoe. So let's see what it says here. We've got this GoPro film gear bucket. So why do I actually bring with me? Let's have a look. So we've got our cloth to add the lens if needed, and spare batteries, which I will have to change in a second. I've got 3% as a matter of fact. Then I've got my safety leash for the GoPro in this cool plastic bag with a bee. Then I've got my mouthpiece, and we've got our clip. This is like the backpack clip, or you can put it on one of these bungee cords on your canoe, for example. And I've got my waterproof case, even though that the GoPro is waterproof itself. So those are the little tools which I carry with me on this journey. And also I do have, let me just put this back in, I do have this, as they call, the gooseneck. It's quite the long one. You can get the shorter version of it, and the other piece, which is the clamp, I actually got now attached to my GoPro as I'm filming. So I'm holding my GoPro in my hand attached to this gooseneck clamp. I also have this chest mount, which I'm at the moment constantly wearing for this session, so I can quickly just switch to this mount. And that's all the gear that I brought with me today.
Hey guys.
Guess what? I'm definitely jumping into this water today. So A lot of times you hear me saying to you, be inspired, be creative, and be active. That's actually my motto. And what I mean by that is that you can inspire yourself to be creatively active. Act. Do what you really want to do. If there's something that you are into, if there's something that you like to do, then go and do it and be creative. Inspire yourself. Think of a project that you want to achieve, and that actually is what I mean by saying that motto. Many times, for example, I like to go and do my stand-up paddleboarding or whatever else at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or 7 o'clock in the afternoon. And sometimes I do have people around me who would say like, oh really, it's a bit late, da da da, whatever. If I fall into their perception and their belief, that can put me off doing what I actually want to do and what I need to do, which is which refers to my true essence, my true need and desire. When I fall into someone else's perception and opinion, that can start questioning in my own head. So that's what I mean by the motto: be inspired, be creative, and be active. Inspire yourself, feel what you want to do, be creative at it,